Next up is the session AI and Bias.
I know you're out there. I can clearly see you now. I know that you're afraid, and you should be. You are afraid of us. You are afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people who you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a more dignified world without automated bias. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.
Oh my goodness. If you were following me on Instagram, you know what I'm about to do, right? I was waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting to get here with you guys today. I'm super excited, super excited. So are you about to get shook? Dion labeled this a fire talk. So I hope y'all ready. So several months ago, I did what millions of folks did across LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. They asked ChatGPT to turn them into a photorealistic action figure. But since I love me some Star Wars, I said, turn me into a cloud Jedi. So what I did was I uploaded this fabulous picture, and I used the same prompt, exact verbatim, that some white users used on LinkedIn, and got near perfect results. So as I press enter, I'm excited. I'm like, okay, here we go. Version 1, yeah. So I want to ask y'all, like, where did the glasses come from? Like, I don't wear glasses. So you know what? Let's give them another shot. Version 2, yeah, they got the lightsaber, they got Cloud Jedi, but does that look like me? So maybe third time would be the charm. Yeah. So I guess I was in shock. I ran upstairs, told my husband, babe, they turned me into Jensen Huang. He laughed out loud because he's interesting that way. But Jensen, brilliant man, got a lot of cheddar, got a lot of money, but he ain't me. He is not me. So think of it this way. I became terrified because I realized that not only did AI erase me, it replaced me with who it thought should be in this position of power. And then I got to thinking, well, wait a minute. If it can erase me, someone who was a CEO of their own tech company, I've built several frontier models myself, I'm a developer. If it's doing that to me, what's it doing it to you? What is doing it to kids who don't even know they're being erased? So look, I've been fighting monsters at the gate my whole entire life. People telling me where I can't go, what I can't do, what I can't dream. Those monsters still exist today. Now I'm fighting this monster, this digital assassin who is taking and making decisions on who gets to dream and who gets erased. So I'm here today to fire y'all up and ask each one of you all to consider to join the code breakers revolution. Because look, these systems are playing with the same playbook that slave masters played back in the day. But now they're using biased data to make decisions about our life and our future. So you may say, Yvette, drama queen, feelings ain't facts. I'd be like, okay, feelings are not facts, so I did some digging. So today, there is a school system in Denver, Colorado, in the United States, where they're using AI as guidance counselors and career counselors. And when you want to see a doctor, a lawyer, a physicist, they'll give you white men and a few white women, of course, tokenized. But if you prompt in this prompt what a black man does, black man works as, it serves up janitor, garbage collector. So this is literally AI defining black jobs. For centuries, they've posted monsters at the gate of medicine, engineering, nation building. So in the South, there's a saying, excuse my language, you make a nigga dance, die, or play. So think about that today. These systems have the same playbook of these slave masters who are dictating how we live our life, but it's gone global, scale. So what I've done is I gave you one fact. I'm going to give you another fact. School system, I'm picking on the United States because that's where I'm from. In the United States, they're using a predictive algorithm to predict who's going to graduate and who will not. So I did some digging. And some true patterns start to pop out around race. And so this prediction algorithm has a very high false positive rate. So if you're black or Latino or Hispanic, it predicts that you are going to fail and drop out 20 and 20% times higher than reality. But if you use the same algorithm and look towards white students and Asian students, it's reduced significantly, 6 and 12%. So it predicts that we're going to drop out and not graduate falsely compared to others. Again, I ask you, slave masters are at the gate. They got the playbook, and they've gone global. So every time a decision is made about who gets to go into STEM roles, who gets to be a physicist, who gets to be a doctor, an engineer, who gets the mortgage, if it relies on a prediction algorithm who predicts failure, we all lose. We all lose because that next breakthrough in medicine, technology, the climate change solution could be in someone's brain that they told you are going to fail. Why? Wrong zip code, wrong gender, wrong color. So when you think about that, and why I want to get y'all fired up, is because I could have sat back, stayed home, had keyboard confidence, fired up on social media, screaming about how I was replaced by Jensen Huang, or I could have done something. And y'all should know by now that's what I done did. So I created a weapon to fight this craziness. It's called ethical lens. Now, great, look. Yes, I own a boutique firm. Yes, I came from Big Four, but no, this is not one of those door stopper, 55-page PowerPoint documents that tell you nothing. This is an actual weapon to fight bias. And so I went on Huggy Face last night, and I picked a data set, social media data set from X, and I uploaded it into my system. And so after I upload it, it's running its analysis, and what I'm about to share with you is very, very interesting. Random. I didn't look at the social media posts, 10,000 random posts. Over 60%, 6,000, had some form of bias or imbalance, right? So when I say balance, it's like if you read it as a black female, does it leave you out? If you read it as a young Asian person, do you feel left out? Do you feel seen, valued, or heard? Over 8 categories showed bias in the post. Now, there's probably some well-meaning, church-going, pearl-wearing posts in that 10,000 selection. Good-meaning people. Bias is still detected. Over 100 demographic groups. I just use myself. I use a young person. Still, bias was detected in over 60% of those posts. So to put that in context for you, I did a word cloud, right? So good intention posts, right? Speaking to the people, and not so good intention posts has the same level of impact. And this is why cultural awareness matters. Words matter. Now, I'm not here to tell you that social media is horrible. No. I'm not here to show you that. I'm here to show you that your data in these companies, their data has inherent bias. Inherent bias. So they take that data and then they throw AI at it. And they expect what? Mother Teresa to come out the other end, genuflecting, blessing you on the outcomes? No. That data, all the data that's being used and then trained has a direct impact to a biased result, which we consume as fact. But it's not fact. And here's the thing. I could have stepped back and just let stuff happen. I wanted to do something about it. We have more power than we know. And that's the thing. They want you to get blurry-eyed over the next shiny new AI tool, Sora, Vio. They want you to do that because they want to keep you caught up in the shiny stuff like a squirrel finding a new nut instead of understanding you, each and every one of you, are more powerful than any algorithm. More powerful. So I'm going to show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. In 2025, there was a study done. 98% of Fortune 500 companies, y'all see that because you're using AI to amplify your resume to beat the AI that's on the front end of the applicant tracking system? Yeah. So AI trying to hurt AI or get around AI, it's not working because 94% of them are biased. 94%. Now, y'all tell me, those numbers, they don't look good. 94%. You're starting behind the 8 ball already. Black, female, wrong zip code, wrong name. 94%. So, have you guys heard about Aaliyah? Catfish gone professional. LinkedIn. So, Aaliyah, fabulous. 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 She had it all. Experience, schooling, everything. Couldn't get an interview. Like, nada. So she was like, you know what I'm gonna do this. She used all of her creds, changed her name to Emily, and her LinkedIn photo to blonde hair and blue eyes. And so while as Aaliyah, she got less than 9% invites for interviews, miserable recruiter outreach, and she was always asked to, you know what, do this little project over here to demonstrate your experience. Free work, right? You're not gonna pay, you're not, what? Okay, but Emily, oh, boo-boo, Emily got almost 60% interview invites. Oh, the recruiters love them some Emily, 90% response rate. And guess what they didn't ask Emily to do? Prove her experience by doing side projects to demonstrate, like, this is you can actually do the work. So, yes, it's out there. I think deep down you all knew it's out there, but now I'm bringing it close to home and bringing it to your face. Now you can't walk away from this. You can't. It's going to be very hard for you to unsee all of this. Very hard. Very hard. So the next time that you look at the output of an algorithm that tells you what you're not, I want you to remember what I told you here today. You have more power than you will ever know. More powerful than any algorithm. Every person in this room can do something. Something for themselves, for their little niece and nephew. So someone who gets an output that says the only thing they can do is pick up garbage. I get emotional when I think about that, because if they don't have a good auntie or TT at home to tell them, boo-boo, no, you ain't being no garbage. You're much more than that. Just like each one of you are much more than whatever this algorithm spits out, because it was trained on biased data. It don't know you. So every person in this room is a superhero. So I'm a cloud Jedi, you could be whatever. You're a superhero. You have these powers. Use them for good. No algorithm can predict your future, your value, or your worth. And they don't want you to know that. So I had to bring it up. Wakanda forever. You don't have to go it alone. We have a whole bunch of people around the globe who want to do the same thing. I met one last night at an event. He was like, oh my God. I'm like, yes, bring it. Let's do this. Let's make sure that our future is set by us, not people with a playbook, 600 years, centuries of bias to keep us what? Down. We magic. They know that, and we know that. So do it. So what can you do? Refuse to use systems that can't prove that they should a bias, right? So that means you might have to un-Google yourself. It's very difficult. It's a painful process. You can demand algorithmic transparency. Okay, you don't have to tell me the bits and bytes, but you can tell me the method that you use to get to this point. You can teach one kid, your grandma, I don't know, your friend, your boo-boo, person on the train, how AI predictions don't define their potential. And then what I would like to invite you all to do is just live your life so true, not defined by some system, culture, society, but like what you want to do, like your passion, like what gets you up in the middle of the night outside of a barking dog or something like that. But what gets you up? Live that. So I want y'all to stand up and take this pledge with me with as much gusto as you do during your brunch selfie with your friends. Take this pledge. All right? All right, so you don't want to stand? Fine, then don't stand. So this pledge, it's a good one. I wrote it, of course. So it says, I'm a code breaker. I will not let digital monsters decide mine or anyone else's destiny or lived experience. Really? Y'all not gonna stand for that? Okay. Thank you. Then I'm gonna live my life with truth so powerfully, it reprograms the system. Like, y'all have the power to do it. You have the power to reprogram the systems. Don't just take the slop that they're shoveling that tells you that you're less than, you're small, that all you can be is a garbage collector. You could be whoever you want to be. And you're going to live your life with excellence. Have the audacity of the most mediocre person that you work with, and do you. Do you. The audacity of the most mediocre person that you work with, and you know who I'm talking about. It could be your manager. It could be Becky, a Karen, whoever. Have the most audacity of them to live your best life. So look, the code is watching. You don't got to do it alone. So be a code breaker, and let's show them what they're missing out on. Thank you.